To get into that there, I had to move all this crap. I live like this. This is my furniture. You can see I can't speak anymore. I've been reduced to an ant. And I live like this. To get into that, I had to fight my way through this because I'm trapped in a room. And here I am announcing the obvious and announcing how I live like a refugee, reduced to a helpless ant, waiting to have my organs harvested in a fucking terror cell where nobody can get in, huh? But you're forgetting I'm in. To get into that, I had to go through all this. That means all this is there, and this is a fucking mess. There's my winter coat. I sleep on the bed. I had to move my garbage. There's the bomb there. I sleep over a bomb every night. I've heard so many motherfuckers die underneath my head. And this is what I'm doing. God just spoke to me again today. He said, get it out. I haven't got this out since I was at least 34. Yeah, because I can't announce the obvious. And I can't speak because my mouth will freeze up because of all the trauma. It's just been too much. You know what? We can say my entire life. And that's what's in here. I'm not going to do this alone. I'm going to fucking film it. And that's what God would have, because he wants me to communicate on the internet. But only at the right time, you know? Which is when I started doing that. That's what this is. That's me as a little girl. All the photos I have as a little girl are of a very abused child. This is all I have to say I was on the earth. All my photos from Google and Apple were disappeared and vanished without any explanation how that happened to this day. That's my natural hair color. The abuse happened from day one when I was a baby. Okay, this isn't what I'm getting at though. What I'm getting at, this is all the relatives that fucking left me for dead. Yeah. I didn't know it'd end up like this. But there's a reason why I'm looking at this. There's me at 12. I'm goth. I'm one of the first gothers. I was a virgin. I didn't look like that. I didn't become a prostitute. I wasn't a juvenile without any primary caregivers. And that meant that I was a hooker and did a lot of drugs. Is this the face of a girl who did a lot of drugs? No, this is the face of a girl who tells you what happened. I didn't know where my mother was. I got into punk rock stuff. There's me again. Okay, we're gonna fast forward this because I want to show you this. That's me. That's me at 135 pounds. There's me outside the White House at 22 years old. But I want to get to this. You can see I was 135 pounds and 5'9". I really wanted to I can't speak anymore. I really wanted to be a real model, not a prostitute. So I would go tanning every day, and I would put tanning cream on. This is a combination of both to get to that skin color that the white people like you this color. I know that. They accept you if you're that color. If you're too pale, my natural pale, I'm really pale, they make fun of you, which I will discuss some other time, maybe someday later. So this is when I was about 24. There's other pictures like this, but this does the point. And this is really hard for me to look at. And there's all this glare, it never ends here. I just can't win here, man. And we're just gonna fucking give up. Okay, this is when I was about 24, 25. I didn't eat. I mean, I ate, and I can't get into this. I'm a chef. I was a chef then. But I wanted to be a model, and I wanted to be in a punk rock band. Okay? Can we get this so there's no glare? No, there's nowhere to go here, and avoid this. Okay, I give up. I live in fucking ruins, I know that. You see, I never did a boob job, or no. This is the woman that I'm telling you I still am. I still look a lot like that. If I could lose, oh my God, I know I look remarkably young. It's kind of spooky. If I could just lose fucking 20 pounds, I wouldn't look much different than this right now. Nope. With the puffy eyes, like I tell you. Just do a little bit for the puffy eyes and lose 20 pounds, and I basically look the same. I look like I'm in my 30s. This is my 20s. What I wanted at that age is the same as all girls. I just wanted to have a boyfriend, and we're going to have a glare because I'm in a fucking rat nest. I'm no different than any other girls. Look, you cannot avoid this glare. This is incredible. Okay, there. I just wanted to have a boyfriend. And I just wanted to have friends. That's what all girls this age want, is you're biological. I cannot get into this. I'm too injured. No matter what I was faced with at this age, did I ever for a second think to sell my body, have anal sex, sleep with guys in their 50s, 40s? No, nothing. I wanted a boy my age like this. I wanted to get married and wanted to have kids. This is absolutely completely normal. Because God had me doing things on earth for him, I never was allowed to do that. I was always by myself. Some of it's because I was in Des Moines, Washington. I lived outside. I can't explain or speak things right now. Some of it's because of God. He absolutely had plans for me. And I was not allowed to ever get married or meet a nice guy. I was on my own. And this is not a face of someone who wants that. This is a face of someone who God had to make it happen. I would have, if I could have, just been your average housewife. So he had to have me by myself because he wasn't going to allow it any other way. And now in 2023, all I see in the United States are girls that used to look like me. I still look the same. If I could just get the fuck out of this room, which I know, I'm glad I'm looking at that. Kind of gives me some hope. I look really fucking good, but I don't because I can't ever leave the room or take a bath. All I see is girls that look like this now that are my age, and they got boob jobs. I would have never have thought that. Not ever did I ever in my life think to get a boob job. Now this is me really underweight. You can see I'm really skinny. I was trying to model, dude, and I fucking did it. I achieved the look, but I was not eating right. And what I say is right now, and what I should be at 5'9" is 175. At the least 165. You need to be 175 at 5'9". This is, I can't speak to explain. I'm too injured. Okay? So then if I did that, I would have the boobs I have now and the butt that I have now. You just look a little bit more filled out, right? Yeah. Which is all I want, but I still can't after 5 years because all I do is get trapped in rooms and stuff by Americans or be left on benches to sit alone because they fucking hate me here. And all I see now are girls that are this age they got boob jobs, they're tan like that, and they're prostitutes. They're absolutely proud of it. They're in the business of anal sex with any fucking dude at any fucking age. I'm talking gay guys, it doesn't matter. The more they do these men, the more powerful the American women, just like I am. An American girl, but just a difference of 15, 20 years. Something happened here, man. Something absolutely happened. I know what happened. I tried to write about it as I was a refugee. But you can only do so much when you're being persecuted by your government. I was in college at this age. I got my GED at 21, and I never left going to college. I went to college every fucking, can't speak to explain. And I finally wrapped it up at 40. My mouth, I'm too injured. I'm just too fucking freaked out here, man. But I have thoughts like this, and it caused me to get this out. And a lot of it's because of that fucking law enforcement. God just spoke to me now to do this, like he did to tell the law enforcement to come on up. I gotta plug one of my ears. I'm in hell here. He just spoke to me. Get this out. I haven't got this book out with photos for over 10 years, easy. I can't look at these pictures. Part of it's because I look at this and I go, how come I wasn't ever allowed to meet anybody and get married? Because he wants me like this now. What I'm doing is his will, and he keeps telling me that. I was such a fucking pretty nice girl. I didn't know at this age my relatives are putting contracts on me. I don't know why. I must know something I don't realize I know, or yeah. And I was all by myself, and nobody who was around me asked why, because they were predators. And I realize that now. Because you would ask, why is she fucking by herself? Dude, she's so pretty. Some of it's because I lived in Des Moines. I was alone out there. Some of it's because of God. I keep telling you that. He meant business. By the time I moved back to New York at 35, I looked the same I practically do now. By the time I moved back to New York at 35, I knew he meant business. I'm really not going to be talking to people. I'm here. He told me why at 18, which I'm not going to get into. Because really what I'm trying to say, and he spoke to me, wanted me to get this out, is the girls who are just like me, that I am and was, are selling their bodies in the U.S., and they're selling their bodies as if it's like a massive industry. And they're far gone. It's too late to save them. Most of them. It's one thing to starve yourself like this. This made me sick. I felt sick. I was always kind of cuckoo because you're not eating right. I can't explain or describe this right now, man. And it's another thing to start having anal sex, getting boob jobs, pimping. Like, I don't even know the type of people who are in that, man. You only think, right? But here in America, the fact I'm speaking about this only makes them want to come knock on my door harder and bring these cops. And that's all I have to say. Maybe I'll share more pictures of the Washington, D.C. I told you, I just showed a picture. I've been coming into this city since I was this age. Bye.